So basic, a huge subject that covers many different topics going from galaxies in the depths of space right down to subatom particles. And if you don't already know physics of difficult sometimes to see how all these different subjects are related to each other. This is my attempt so that it's a map of physics. I hope you enjoyed it. Physics can be broadly broken down into three main parts: classical physics, quantum physics, and relativity. We will start with classical physics, and a good person to start with is Isaac Newton. His laws of motion describe how everything made of matter moves about, and his law of universal gravitation teaches together the motion of planets in the sky with the falling of objects on Earth into the elegant and general description. He also invented calculus, a supremely powerful mathematical tool which has been used over the centuries to derive new physics. Calculus is really part of the mathematics, but physics and mathematics are inseparable. Math is the language of physics. You can imagine it like the bedrock that the world of physics is built from. Newton also made strides in the field of optics, which is the physics of light and how they travel through different materials. It explains diffraction, see the price. It explains refraction, seen in price and lens, which are used to focus light in telescopes, microscopes, and cameras. Telescopes enable us to peer into the depth of space and observe the wide array of objects. Turn developed astrophysics and cosmology. Optics is closely related to the theory of wave, which is basically how energy can travel through disturbance of a medium, like ripples on the surface and a pond or sound through the air. Light does not need a medium travel through if it can travel through the vacuum of space. But its style follows the sun's principle, a wave, namely reflection, refraction, and diffraction. The last of use electromagnetics, the description of magnets, electricity, or more generally, electric and magnetic field. It was a physicist James Clerk Maxwell who discovered that there are two aspects of the something and they derive to the wonderfully elegant rules of the electromagnetic and theories that light was an electromagnetic wave. Electromagnetics also explained and of the electricity. Jumping back a little bit, classical mechanics is related to Newton's law and covers the properties and motion of solid objects, how they move, the parts hit them, what happens when they are joined together, like in a gear, the building or broad gears. Fluid mechanics is the description of the flow of the liquids and gas. Using fluid mechanics, you can work out how much life they generated from the experiment the wings, or how aerodynamic a car is. Fluid mechanics is notoriously difficult, mostly because motion of the things, like molecules, they really completed really fast, which leads us to the chaos theory. Chaos theory is the description of large complex systems and how small difference in the initial condition can lead to very different final outcomes. Thermodynamics is the description of energy and how it passes from one form the another. It also includes entropy, which is a measure of order and disorder, and basically tells you how useful different kinds of energy are. Energy is fundamental property to physics, and I thought I have written energy here. I thought I should have written the everywhere on the maps because everything has energy. So that is all of classical physics. The picture of the universe we had around the year 1100. It, it thought us we live in the universe where everything is sort of like clockwork. If you could measure everything accurately, not the future was kind of predetermined. However, not everything was solved. There were just a few half experiments that hinted something more. The orbit of Mercury was slightly too fast, and some strike this happened on the smallest scale with electron and light which were all unexplained. Physicists at the time thought that they would solve the explain test problems on not, but working at them they unraveled the new domain of relativity and quantum physics. And turned our understanding of the universe completely on its head. Albert Einstein was the genius who developed the theories of special and general relativity. Relativity predicts that the speed of light is constant for all objects, which means that when you travel really fast, where stuff start happening, like time slowing down. It also states we energy and matter are different aspects of the same thing. Through the famous formula equals mix 2. General relativity says that space and time are part of the same fabric called space-time, and that the force of gravity comes from object bending space-time, making other objects fall into time. So that's the end. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. So let me know in the comment if you enjoy this kind of stuff and if you want me to do more. So until next time, see you.